Oh boy, oh boy. All right, so I'm going to cut this short because this really has, nothing to do with us. It's not really our business, but I have been making enough videos talking about it. But let me just say, uh, I would say I'm a bit surprised, but then again, not really. I mean, come on, with a talent like Antonio Brown, of course he was going to get signed right away. But I was trying to make this video that he was cut, but a couple hours later, by the time I finally had the time to cam up, this dude, signs with the Patriots. And it's funny because that was one of the teams I really assumed was going to happen. But the fact that it did happen, being as though that Bill Belichick is willing to put up with his bullshit, it's just like, wow. But I don't know, man. This does make the Patriots that team again in the AFC. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. You got the wide receiving core, Antonio Brown, Josh Gordon. And Josh Gordon got what it takes to be a really, really good receiver, but his off-the-field issues is just, man. And then you got Julian Edelman. In my opinion, I got to call it how it is. This guy is one of the most underrated receivers. I mean, one guy no one really talks about. And ironically, for a guy that's, I don't even know how to judge him, whether to say he's good or he's at least okay or above average. This guy got more rings than, your top 5 receivers or maybe top 10 receivers combined. A guy like Julian Edelman. How many rings does he have now? Like 3 or 4? I'm gonna say at least 3. At least 3. But I think Gronk is coming back. There was some kind of talk that he wanted to get back to football, whatever. He was open to football. So my assumption he might be back with the Patriots. I really don't know. I'm not really sure who's their running back. Something Burkhead, whatever the hell his name is, and Sony Michel. Look, I don't know who their running back is, but you still got Tom Brady. Greatest coach, greatest quarterback, greatest wide receiver. This just made their offense guaranteed unstoppable. I mean, of course, on paper, it may seem, the Browns is also legit. The Chiefs is also legit. I'm going to say the Chiefs is pretty much that team that can beat the Patriots. The Browns, they are the Browns until they can do something, because let's not forget, when we say the Browns, we can laugh our asses off at them, but, when you look at them on paper, they got Odell Beckham, top 3 receiver. They got Kareem Hunt, who's borderline top 5, and I'm not going to let his issues off field, justify his skill. We all know how good he is as a running back. Like the Browns, I mean, but then again, their quarterback is Baker Mayfield. I mean, it takes any quarterback to put the Browns back on the map. But I'm going to, you know what I mean. The Browns look good on paper, but they got a lot to prove. So enough of that talk. The Steelers may also have a shot to beat them. But I know the Patriots don't always start off good because they're one of those hybrid teams or marathon teams, even if they have a slow start, they finish strong. But I just don't, I'm just like, wow. I mean, kind of saw this coming. Antonio Brown is now a Patriot for even if it's a 1 year deal and $15 million and with non-guaranteed, that's enough you need to win a Super Bowl. Now, am I saying that it's going to happen? It all depends on him. If he get his shit together, go get help or something, it can happen. They could go back to the Super Bowl. And I'm saying this because I don't think there's good competition in the AFC, to be honest with you. If one team is going to the AFC for 9 consecutive times, and I can see it happening for the 10th, then that's not a really good competition. That's not good competition at all. And don't even get me started with their division. I mean, the Jets may look good on paper, but let's just be honest here. They're still the Patriots, all right? You know, it's like a battle for third place with that division. All right. But but I'm going to say this. I'm not worried in the slightest. It's all part of football. We got the entire season, you know, to come up with a game plan, you know, to keep an eye on this player or that player. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about it in the slightest, you know. I see some Eagles fans are giving up, and I'm not surprised. I'm not even surprised in the slightest, you know. Sure, they may look great and everything, but they still don't scare me. They still don't scare me in the slightest. Besides, it's not even guaranteed that the Antonio Brown is going to last, you know, the entire season with his actions lately. You really think Bill Belichick is going to put up with that? Come on. But that's all I got to say. If Antonio Brown does last the entire season, I can see it happening. But then again, Antonio Brown is always going to want the ball more often. He's one of those type of players. But anyway, but until then, I bet the Patriots are laughing at Steelers fans now. And definitely the Raiders. Because, I mean, even though the Steelers, they were laughing at the Raiders because, you know, they're laughing at Antonio Brown because they traded him to, first it was going to be the Bills, you know, then that didn't happen. Then it was going to be the Raiders, a huge downgrade. Antonio Brown started doing this nonsense. You know, he ended up getting cut. They were all busting his balls, Raiders fans and everything. A couple hours later, now he's with the Patriots, and now they all sick. They all sick. But Raiders fans were laughing, and now they are sick like a motherfucker. But I'll just leave it at that, man. If you didn't want that, I shouldn't have cut him in the first place, right? Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Patriots got the best wide receiver, you know, but if he keep his head out of his ass, you know, and get his shit straightened out, they're gonna be legit through the whole season, you know. But anyway, that's all I gotta say. Shaman, you checking on out of here. It is always fly, Eagles, fly. And that's all I gotta say. Back to week 1. Going against the Redskins tomorrow in about 14 to 15 hours. So excited for that, you know. And yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. Let's get this W. That's it. I'm out. Oh, fly, Eagles, fly.